This video will be straight from the fucking dome. No forethought, no nothing. Uh, I literally just finished this movie, Spaceman, starring Adam Sandler and a bunch of other great actors that I quite frankly don't know the names of. And first off, the CGI work with Hanush, fucking immaculate. Like, perfectly, never broke, what's it called? It looked real the entire time. You never questioned it the entire movie. But basically, if you haven't seen this movie, it's a guy goes into space alone on a journey to be the first to investigate this mysterious cloud that appeared around Jupiter called the Chopper Cloud that contains particles of the beginning of the universe, right? Looks like I'm peeking, so I'll turn this down a little bit. But, anyways, he finds this cloud, communications cut offline. He goes somewhat insane. Through this insanity, he sees his flaws and heals the relationship between him and his estranged wife. Because, if you go into space for a fucking year, it's going to be hard on your loved ones, But this story is much more than an adventure of a man versus the elements, versus the universe, right? That is set out to be. More so, this is a man versus himself and his own past, and the memories that haunt him and the effects of those past actions that affect him to this day and affect his relationship with his wife. So, in my mind, because we actually see zero physical proof of Hanush, right? That Hanush, this giant spider, right? This dude. What the fuck is going on? Like, this dude, the giant spider, right? This is a complete figment of the main character. I forget his name. Fuck. Prokoshkov or something like that. But Adam Sandler. This is a figment of Adam Sandler's. This is fully a figment of Adam Sandler's psyche, right? You see earlier in the movie. I don't think I can actually play it, but you see earlier in the movie. Well, that's when he first finds it. But anyways, you see earlier in the movie he like has like a lump under his skin, like a spider that is crawling around under his skin, right? So it's fully implied, in my opinion, that Hanush is just a figment of Adam Sandler's character's imagination, right? And it's kind of like a Jiminy Cricket figure to Adam Sandler in this movie. Like Jimmy Cricket, like is supposed to steer Pinocchio in the right way. He's the conscious on his shoulder, right? And that's kind of what Hanush does throughout this movie. He forces Adam Sandler to relive the hard moments that ultimately have destroyed his relationship with his wife, right? And let me go back to the end card. Hopefully it doesn't get DMCA'd because of this. It wasn't. But, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Fuck. But, anyways, Hanush. Yes, Hanush was a figment of Adam Sandler's character, the Jiminy Cricket to Adam Sandler's Pinocchio, uh, that steered Adam Sandler in the right way. It kind of forced him to realize the wrongs he has done. I mean, to be fair, like, this dude was fucking in astronaut training when his wife had a miscarriage and she was completely alone. Like, that's super fucked up. And he stopped talking to her because he burnt some eggs. Like, it's some fucked up shit. He was not a good person. And more so of this story is him understanding that, coming to terms with how he was bad and the flaws of his past actions, uh, him coming to terms with those flaws and then just simply apologizing for them. He doesn't do anything to fix it other than just apologizing, because I think he ultimately comes to the understanding that's the only thing that he can do. Can't do anything to touch the past. Like, there's a moment where a little purple speck goes flying around, and Adam Sandler does everything in his scientific mind. He tries to vacuum it up. He tries to collect it with a jar, but it is incorporeal. The little purple dot, that signifies the past. He tries to capture it. He tries to control it, but it simply is something that you cannot grab. It's something you cannot contain. I think that's what Hanush said. And going back to the thought I just had, this movie is really, actually super close. This is Pinocchio. This movie is actually Pinocchio. So Adam Sandler is Pinocchio. He's this robot. He's trained all his life to be this astronaut, and he is this robot. And throughout this movie, we see this robotic human, Pinocchio, right? The Pinocchio of this story. Adam Sandler, this robotic human that has been living his whole life for this one task, right? We see this robotic human slowly transform through the help of a conscience, right? With the help of a Jiminy Cricket and with the help of the trials and tribulation that the universe has put him through, right? We see this robotic human turn into, quote unquote, a real boy. And really, once he does this, right, he is rewarded by the universe. Even though his ship goes down, right? Like, and even more perfectly, if he had listened to the people that had gotten him in the place that he was, right? If he had listened to Mission Control and just tried to save the ship and save the mission, he would have died, because the whole ship was enveloped by the Chopra cloud and was destroyed, and everyone thought he had died, right? But thankfully, his competition, the South Koreans, found him floating in space. Why was he in space? Because Adam Sandler didn't listen to those people that caused him his past pain. He acted on himself. He went out in the void to save Hanush, but realistically, that is his subconscious saying that the ship is going down. You need to abandon ship and try to save yourself, and that's what happened. And once Adam Sandler became this quote unquote real boy, to continue the Pinocchio to continue the Pinocchio analogy, right? Once Adam Sandler became this real boy, he was rewarded and he was saved, and he got to accomplish what he found was even more important than seeing something no man has ever done, and that is he found or refound the love of his wife, and that is much more important than any star or Chopra field ever. So, if you guys listen to this rant, it was kind of just stream of consciousness about this movie. Please like and subscribe. Maybe check out the shop. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Absolutely beautiful movie. I cried when Hanush and him hugged in space. That was a beautiful moment. It really made me remember all that I hold dear, more so than even like made me think about the movie, right? And that's what good films do. They make you connect your real life with what's happening in this fictional piece of art. So I would give this movie a 10 out of 10. Made me motherfucking cry. But maybe I'd watch it again, give it a different score. But so far, this new age Pinocchio story fucking blew it out of the park. Adam Sandler, fucking amazing acting throughout the whole thing. So, thank y'all. Deuces.